Okay, we on air. So, today is street fighting. For the martial arts that not interested in a tournament, ain't gonna never go to a tournament, don't want nothing to be bothered with, neither do they want ultimate fighting. Now, street fighting training is completely different. There's no rules, there's nobody gonna tell you to stop, there's nobody gonna break up the fight. Understand this, everybody that is going to a mixed martial artist and they teaching you arm bar and arm leg techniques on the ground, and you fighting five people to defend yourself, and you're not interested in MMA fighting, professional fighting. You're not interested in UFC professional fighting, and you know that you have no intention of doing. You just want to know how to defend yourself. Going back and forth to your automobile or to your car, and to be in a position or health enough to take out two or three people. Arm bar on the ground does not work against two thieves with a knife or a couple of sticks in their hand come to rob you. That technique doesn't work. And if that's where you at, you need to tell him to teach you stand up technique only. If they don't have too much of a stand up technique, go to a jiu-jitsu or an aikido man. Those are the top stand up fighting for street fighting. They are the top. Now, once in a while, you'll find a good karate guy that can handle and teach good street technique. Because street technique deal with a lot of grabbing and standing up grappling. Man, always reaching to grab or to take or to snatch something from you. You need to know how to deal with that. So, I recommend Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu. I can't tell you the regular, and reason I don't use karate or kung fu. I don't know any that's that good that can teach you. Now, there's here in Illinois, yeah, I can point out Tim, Apache. You can go there. I recommend you to him because I know what he knows. But you got to tell him what you're there for and what you want to learn, because he can go in any direction. He's qualified. Larry Tankston, he qualified. He can go in any direction. He can teach you just street techniques. That's all you want. He's qualified. Preston Baker, Otis Baker, they still teaching. They're more than qualified. Brad Hughes, Shorty Mills, the school, they still open. You might be going through his up and down, but it's still there. We got students that's qualified. They can teach you. Okay? So what we're going to deal with right now is street fighting. There's a couple of things that I'm going to show you. It's good for whether it be point, but it depends on the room. And you can also use it on the street. Every point technique I use, I learned to use it, take it to a degree or level to use it on the street. Okay? Degree, there are three. In martial art, you have to know the 3 degrees. If you really know the 3 degrees, you fail the black belt test. Now, I'm the one and only Andrew James Glasper Sr., founder of Hoda King Martial Arts. This pole, that's my opponent. This pole, that's my second opponent. Okay? You're working palm heel strike on the pole, and you're ripping down. Striking with the palm of your hand, like a lion, and you're ripping down. Right over the heart, and we rip. The second hand is coming back to the ear, striking directly into the eardrum, and we rip it. Right? Strike, rip, strike, rip, strike, rip, strike, rip. Strike, rip, strike, rip, strike, rip, strike, rip. I'll tell you what to do to this one in a minute. Let's get this going first. Very good. Stop. Now we're going to use the knife hand strike. Strike into the collarbone. We're going to break it. This training, you hit, you take your hand off. You don't hit and leave it there. You take it off. You want the energy to go through the collarbone. You want it to go through it and break it in half. Cause your shoulder to swing to the inside and great and horrible pain. You're working with both hands. Now my left hand, you want to hit the pole, you do not see it. Okay? Hand comes off. You do not leave it. If you practice leaving it, you're going to do it all the time when you actually need it. Very good. You see that feet? We're going to sweep. We're going to hit with the inside of our foot. As you sweep in a person, now the feet come across your body. You do not turn face up to the person. If you happen to be caught in that situation, that's different. But you turn sideways. And you sweep across. Now, sweep right here. You sweep to the outside. When you go, in order to go to the outside of this leg, which the feet that he got standing in the front, facing you head up, and that front feet, that's the feet you want to hit. Okay? You hit that feet off because majority of his weight is on that front leg. That's why you want to hit that front leg. I'm standing in the front. He's facing me straight up. Now, I'm going to pick up my left feet and go over to the outside of him, and I'm going to kick his leg on the inside, right around his ankle. And I'm going to kick it like I'm kicking a football, hard and quick. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's good to practice your sweep on something solid, something that's not going to give. How you know you're working it right? If you leave the feet on the pole too long, it hurts. Even with shoes on, it hurts. If you take it off, you feel it, but it does not hurt. You are doing it right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Notice I don't grab and sweep. That's judo. Now, this sweep is used mostly in martial arts. I don't have to grab to sweep him. Understand that. I do not have to grab him if I work in this key sweep right. What do you mean by key sweep? There's an exact point on his foot that I need to hit. If I miss that point, he's not going to fall or she's not going to fall. I have to hit it right where he got the maximum weight at because I want his body to hit the ground. You understand that? That way, While I'm hitting this man, all I have to do is stomp this one. I don't have to go down on him to finish off him. You follow up with the front, with the heel of your feet, stomping whether it be to the groin area or to the head or to the leg. The finish breaking the leg. If he's laying on the ground with his knee bent, you jam right into that knee and break it. Now, the knife hand strike. Before, we were striking downward to the collarbone. Now we're going to the side of the neck. With the same strike, we turn inward. Notice my body is facing this way. When I strike, I turn my entire body to strike. My whole body turns and strikes. Always taking it off because I'm striking through the man and I want the power to travel through his neck and break it. My life is in danger. I'm not trying to save a man that's trying to kill me or rob me. I'm going to work that technique on him. Wherever the technique caused to happen to him, it happened. You understand that? If you cannot or have the nerve to execute technique that you know that either would kill or permanently injure this person for life, don't take up martial art. Don't go buy a gun. I have no idea what you're going to do. Because in order to live in the United States, you got to go to and fro. And there's somebody sooner or later going to try you or going to think about it. Having another man with you, it doesn't work no more. That's why guys think got guns now. They usually just come and snatch your purse. Now they went and got guns because now you got a man with you, so now they need something to make sure they can take out the man. So you're going to have to make a decision. Okay, I would like to be able to defend myself, but I have this fear of fighting. You need to sit down on a daily basis from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. You meditate on fighting lions. What did I say? You meditate on fighting lions. Now, a lion put in front of a man will make everything in him cripple. If the thought of that lion being released on him, especially if he's outside of the cage and someone is standing there holding him, the mental thought of pressure that hit that man's body tears him apart. He will be dead before the lion touches him. Listen, meditating on fighting a lion builds the energy in you to defend yourself against any kind of force that exists on the universe. Meditating on fighting a lion, get rid of nervousness when you go to fight a champion and you know you got the stuff to beat him. It eliminates nervousness and second thought process that will hinder you from being the champion that you should be. Meditating on fighting a lion, get rid of all that nervousness, all that wondering and stuff. It gives you the confidence to walk through hell situation and destroy it. Many times, if you do the meditation on a daily basis, you'll never have to fight on the street. What you mean? You simply raise the thought process in your mind that you prepare to fight. That man, that thief, that robber will feel the energy. For whatever reason, they will begin dagging off. They don't know why, but it's something. They have one thought. I don't know what about this woman. I don't know what about this man. But there's no way in the world I'm going to mess with them. It's your energy of confidence saying, come on, bring it! I'm ready for you. That's what makes them back off. Conscious mind of them is reading it. But it's not reading with a revelation of understanding because they never felt it before. Many times in my life, I have walked through situations where there was gang members standing on the sidewalk. I never walked off on the sidewalk because there's 10 of them standing there. I walk right up the center and looks at them in the face and say, how y'all doing? I say, how you doing? And keep on walking. I wish. That was my mentality. I wish. Go take yourself somewhere. Everywhere I have ever lived, no one has never. Gangs, I always been around. I speak to them whenever I see them. And when they go to get in that order, I tell you, hey, y'all need to take that somewhere else. So what I said, you need to take that somewhere else. It's just that simple. The way I deal with it now, I pray. I tell God, okay, Lord, move this little mess along off my block, or I'm going to deal with it. It's just that simple. Take that little mess on around the corner somewhere, not on my block. No, we're not having it here. 99% of the time, God moved. There have been times where I pulled up directly in front of it, and I stopped and I looked at it. And pulled off, and never came back. Because they got the message. You got to go. This is not the block. You're bringing the garbage truck. You understand? But you have to do the meditation. You have to build. What makes a champion? Lion heart, kingship heart makes a champion. Not this, brother. You can learn to take out a man in a professional fight with one hand or mastering of one kick and be king. How can that thing be? It's in here, brother. Sister, no matter. It's in here. It's in here. It's not in here. This is your ultimate strength. It's in here. When you master this and strengthen this, all this becomes solid steel. You understand me? It becomes solid steel. Unbreakable, unshakable. Why? Because you're a lion fighter. You train with lions, not with men, not with women, but you train and you fight lions. Now, why didn't I say fight men? This is the reason. If you train to break arm and kill a man, you will kill before you realize it. Well, what's the difference between a lion? When I kill faster, if I'm fighting a lion, then have to fight a man? No. Why? Because you can hit that man in the arm with a knife strike, or with a tate, a vertical fist strike, or with a straight punch, and shatter every single bone as its entire shoulder. But if you're trained to fight a man, you'll break that one bone, or you'll hit him over the heart and kill him. But a lion, you don't have to. Whatever he gives you, that's what you attack. A dog, you put your arm up, everybody know, any professional trainer will tell you he's going to grab your arm. You put your head out, he's coming for your throat. If you run, the leg that's in the back, that's the leg he's going to lock on to. Whether it be a lion or a dog. I speak from what I know. I speak from once I ran from a dog. I ran once, I have never ran again. Just yesterday, my brother have a German Shepherd, full breed, black, shiny black. He stands 5 feet tall. German Shepherd. I know he had the dog. I'm going around to the side of his house to see him. He's at the garage. That dog met me head up. He ran out of his cage and turned and faced me to prevent me from going to his master because he was the master protector. I had one thought. I had a quick thought, said, that's pretty good. That's a good dog. My second thought was, you might have to take this dog out. And I said to myself, I'm ready. Now, I knew the dog name was Blackie. So I began calling the dog name, Blackie. What's up, boy? And I first said Blackie with a calm voice. What's up, boy? Blackie didn't move. So I said, Blackie. What's up, boy? Because I'm ready to knock Blackie out. Blackie went back in the cage and had a seat. I walked onto the back to see my brother. So I tell you what I live. I don't talk about what other people do. When you hear me open my mouth, believe me, I have lived that experience. So because I lived it, I can tell you how to become that champion, a street survivor. I can tell you, I lived it. A champion, I can tell you, I lived it. Now let's go. You're sweeping across. If you're facing the man head up, you always take your body to the opposite side. Why? I'm finna hit him with all of my weight. If I'm a woman, I only weigh 120. I want to hit him with 120 pound of pressure right on his ankle. What's gonna happen? He's gonna flip in mid-air just like you grabbed him by both his legs and snatched him. What happened after that? That concrete, you hear me now, gonna catch him. And I guarantee you, he won't be jumping back up trying to grab onto nothing. I did it. Go. 1, 2, 3. I throw my whole body to the opposite side of him, and I bring my back leg across his ankle. Now, over, kick, over, kick. If I'm fighting, I'm facing off this way. On the side, he's on the side of me. I bring the leg across, and kick. I kick, I kick, I kick. Right at the ankle. I kick, I kick, I kick, I kick. Very good. Now, let's see, what about the front leg? Could I have done that with the front leg? Yes. It's harder. No, let me rephrase that. You need better balance to do it with the front leg. Now, I can do it with the front leg. I mastered it. I spent years and years and years of doing what I'm doing, pole. But it wasn't this type of pole. It was a solid tree. So I worked once I could work it on the tree and then feel that pressure shooting back to my knee, that meant I was working it right. I was getting my feet off the tree on perfect time. So when I hit a man, they went flipping. 1, front leg. Sweep it to the side. Turn your feet to the side, and you kick the ankle with flipping. When I kick it, I throw my weight on my back leg onto the toe. Why? I want to hit him with my whole body weight. You understand? I want to hit him or her with my entire body weight at the ankle. One leg now. One leg. One leg. Where do my weight go? Onto the ball of my feet. It does not stay on the center of my feet. Onto the ball. Once I hit him, bam, I cross over. Why? I'm following him. If he don't fall, I'm going to crack him again. I want him to go down. You understand? Okay, let's go. Front leg, sweep. Now that's with the inside of the feet. Now we're going to kick with the instep, sweep. We're going to sweep with the instep. I learned to sweep with the instep because I was a double kicker. I would hit the front leg as soon as the man stabbed him. I would either work a hook kick or a round kick to the head, one or the other. It depends on how he stacked. If I hit perfect timing, he was coming in, he faded away to the front of me. If I hit him and he was in mind thought of trying to get behind me, he faded in the opposite direction, which caused me to work a hook kick instead of a roundhouse kick. Are you following me? Let's kick. Then step kick now. Notice I throw my entire butt into it. Why? I want to hit him with my entire body weight. He must fall. Get it off. Don't leave it on it. Double sweep. 1. Back leg coming. 2. Why? He was staggering, but he didn't fall. I want him to go down. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Turn the hip, turn, 2. Turn the hip again. Rear leg coming. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Very good. Now let's go back here. Palm heel strike. Man behind. That's an elbow. Palm heel. Man behind. That's an elbow. Striking upward this time. Under the nose. Jamming the nose. Sending the bone straight into the forehead. It's an instant kill. I'm sorry. Straight up. The bones go straight driving into the brain, killing the man instantly. Up. Coming back down. The man is running behind you to grab you, to choke you. Elbow. Elbow directly into the face. I got a nail there. Elbow. 1 and back. See how simple that is? Up. Snatching back down. If you short, elbow won't hit his face. So his elbow is at his chest. You want to hit the center of his chest. Why the center? That's where all the oxygen is at. It's breathing. You will cut off this breathing. When you shut off his breathing, he's going to drop, just like you just knocked him out. You understand? Up, down. Notice my way, I drop my body. Up, down. What I'm doing again, I'm hitting him with my body weight. Up, down, 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 up, down. Again, now. Strike up. That's his knees. Up. I use him as a balance. He's going to help hold me up. I hit him and I grab him. I want you to fall. Yeah. Stay up. I use him for the balance. Back kick, heel kick. Where's the heel kick going? I don't want you to throw it to the groin. Why? I want it on the knee. I want to break his leg so I don't have no problem and I can walk away from this situation. I didn't have to kill nobody, and I can get on my phone and call the police while they sit there crying about their pain and have both of them locked up for attempted robbery. Please don't leave. Get them locked up for attempted robbery, or the next time you visit that store, they might have a pistol shoot you from a distance. So you get them locked up, okay? I'm telling you what I know. All right, move forward. Heel kick. Heel kick. Do your squat. Do your duck walking so you can execute destructive power within 3 to 5 inches of a human body, whether it be with your hand or your feet. do your duck walk, do your squat, so you can execute, whether it be a kick or punch, to drop a man or to break within 3 to 5 inches of his body. You should not have to extend your leg to break a knee. For one, you bring your leg straight up and shoot straight back down on the knee. You snatch off, 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 off. Using the front man as a support balance after I had sung the bone up north. I got about 1 second to 2 seconds before he dropped completely away from me in pain and agony, because in a few seconds he will be dead from the strike of sending the nasal bone straight into the brain. You understand me? You don't want to do it. You have to meditate. You have to make a choice. Either you live or you die. You choose. Because you got to move about. There is no such thing as good neighborhood. Trayvon, where he lived, in a royalty neighborhood. What happened to him? He was shot. Why? For one reason or another. But the good neighborhood did not protect him. You have to learn to protect yourself. The devil is everywhere. There's no certain place that the devil can't go. Whether it be white on white, or black on black, or black on white, or white on black. Either way, the devil's there. There's no perfect race nowhere. So you have to learn how to protect yourself to go from one point to the next. This is my closing. Where I am, the one and only, Matthew James Glasper Sr. I'll talk to you later. God bless you.